So today we have to see lesson number 13, methods of preserving food. Which are the different techniques, which are the different methods you're using to preserve the food. This food can be a solid or in a liquid form. Okay, so let's go ahead and study how will you preserve different types of food. We all need different food grains. Example, we need wheat. We also need rice. We also need different types of pulses. These are the pulses which are there. So what we all need? Wheat, we need rice, and we need different types of pulses. You can see here on the screen, on the slide, and you can guess also there are pulses which are familiar to you. Tur dal is there, then chana dal is there, here, then these are the green watanas, okay? Then you have this rajgira. There are so many beans, different pulses which are there. Black beans are there, green grams, brown grams, different types of grams are there. So if we need this for the year, full year, but it does not go for the full year. As I told you in the previous lesson, I explained you, we have Rabi season, we have Kharif season, and we have summer crops. That means what? The food grains are grown in that particular season. But we need it throughout the year. We humans eat it throughout the year. So how will you preserve this? How will you preserve your wheat, your rice, your pulses? Different crops are grown in different places. Example, if you are in the north, you grow which crop is more produced more, or which is the production, which crop production is more? Wheat crop production is more. So now if the north, in the north wheat crop production is more, and in the south rice production is more, or in the coastal areas also. Now how this wheat crop reaches you? We are living here in Maharashtra and we are eating chapatis made up of wheat flour. How it reaches you? What are the techniques used? When they are having this harvesting year of the wheat crop, they are not only eating wheat, the entire wheat or entire rice crop or any other pulses, they are transported to different regions of India. How it is done? What they do? It should not get spoiled in the transport also. Here, example, another example I'll give you. Tea, the tea crop. You can see these are the fresh tea leaves. Now what they do with these tea leaves? They pluck the tea leaves. Then they dry it in the hot sun. And once the tea leaves are dried in the hot sun, you can see this type of leaves. These are the dried tea leaves. So this is how tea leaves are preserved. They dry it in the hot sun. Similarly, even wheat, bajra, jawar, these food grains are dried in the hot sun. Do you know what is the reason why they are drying the tea leaves or food grains in the hot sun? What happens? The moisture from the food grains or the moisture which is there in this leaf is removed out because of the heat of the sun. It is being evaporated, we can say. Entire moisture, the water content which is there, is out of this, and then it gets dried. So when once there is no moisture, then it remains intact. So this is how the tea crops are. It's grown in Assam and West Bengal, but we all are drinking we all are drinking tea all over India. Why? Because it is exported to different states of India. And how it is exported? It is exported, before that they are drying the leaves, they are packing it, and then this is how they're preserving it. Let's go ahead. Example, poultry. Now what comes in poultry? Your poultry farming, or we can say the poultry business. What we get? Eggs, where hens are reared. That is known as poultry. You can see the hens, they are reared for the eggs. Now this eggs which are there, this milk which is there, these needs to be preserved, because where you stay around, the hens which are coming over there or the eggs which you are getting, they are not produced over there, they are transported. So in transportation, they need to protect and preserve. So eggs, milk, different types of milk products. Example, here you can see cheese, paneer, they all should remain in good condition during transport from the dairy or poultry till they reach their users. And who are the users? We are using it. We are eating cheese, butter, milk products, paneer, but it should remain intact. We need to preserve it, and that's why it should remain in good condition. So what they will do? If you need your cheese to be in good condition, or paneer should be in good condition, or milk should be in good condition, you need to use different techniques. Either you boil the milk, either you keep the milk in the refrigerator, or you need to keep these things in a cool places where the temperature is very low. Here you can see, similarly, as we saw food grains, as we saw the liquids and the poultry, like example eggs, similarly, vegetables and fruits need to be preserved. Yes, it will get spoiled easily, even your vegetables and fruits. But there are some vegetables you get it in only in that particular season. Seasonal fruits you have, seasonal vegetables you have, but you need to enjoy it all year around. Example, apples are grown in a particular season, or cherries are grown in, cherries are grown, strawberries are grown in a particular season, but you are getting it throughout the year. How you are getting it throughout the year? Because they are preserved, they are protected, they are taken care of, and all around the year you can get different vegetables. But let me tell you, boys, if you are eating a seasonal fruit in that particular season, it will taste better because they are fresh. And if you are eating the same fruit in different season, another season, the taste will differ. Similarly, you also preserve papads. You know how they make in the villages? They make the papads, then outside in the hot sun, they dry it in the hot sun in summer season. And later on, they keep it in a proper, wherever they want to keep it safe. So papads are there. You need to preserve the papads. Jams, you know how jams are made. These are all different types of fruit jam. That means they are made from fruit. So when you are making a jam, it is mixed with the sugar syrup or with the sugar. When you are mixing anything with the sugar, it remains for more days, more time. And this is how, if you are not getting any fruits, then how you are getting that taste of fruit? By preparing jams and crush and juices. You know, pineapple crush is there. Then you have your orange crush, different crush which are you are getting it in the market. What is it? They are preserving it for the entire year. So papads, your jams, your different types of pickles are also preserved for the throughout the year. Onions. Now see, you also preserve onions for the entire year. Uh, Personally, even I preserve onion for the entire year. I don't go and purchase every month. I take a stock and keep it. But for that, you need to take care of it. You should keep onions or potatoes or any other things in open air, dry, open air. Okay. Now, fish. All of you know, when you go to the fish market, those are eating fish, how the fish are preserved, how your mother is preserving the fish. She will keep it in a deep freezer. She will apply some salt. She will put it in the deep freezer. She will pack it and keep. Or if you go to the market, there you can see different types of fish which are there. They are kept on an ice slab. Ice slab. That means what? It needs a cool temperature, low temperature. So it can be your milk, it can be your fish, or it can be your onions. You need to preserve all your food. Pulses, or this, you can, what we saw that different types of food grains or pickles or jams or masalas. You can see here different types of masalas here. Yes, the pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, cumin seeds. I'll explain you in a little Hindi, like jeera, cumin seeds. Then you have pepper, mira, or we have rai. Then we have the cloves, lavang. Then we have this dalchini, okay, cinnamon. Then we have this soap, okay, and we have this different types of turmeric powder, haldi. Then we have this chana. All these which are there, they are they are available in the market, but they are preserved first, they are protected first, and then they are available in the market, made available in the market. Now, when you are eating food, mama sometimes what she does, mother, she cooks extra food so that it is utilized later. Or sometimes she doesn't cook extra food, sometimes you eat less, so it is extra. Now, whenever she is doing all this and the food is left after everything is eaten, the food is left, what she does with that food? She doesn't throw it. She will not throw the food. She will put everything in the refrigerator. That means a cool place. And later on, again you can eat it. First you will heat it and again you will eat it in the night time, dinner time. Similarly, if you don't have a refrigerator, then what will you do with that food? You will take a bowl and put some water in that, and this curry bowl which is there, you will keep it in that. Why? To maintain the temperature. And one more thing we can do, you can boil it after 2 to 3 hours. So when it comes to boil, the microorganism doesn't act. So this is how the extra food is being preserved by certain methods and prevent them from spoiling. Now let me tell you boys, there is a difference in the preservation. See, in winter season, your foodstuff don't get spoiled easily. But in summer season, it spoils easily. Example, I'll give you of the chapatis or bread. Whenever you are making chapatis, your mother is making chapatis in winter season, she keeps it, okay, in that particular tin. Early morning when you get up, still you will see the chapatis are intact, they are good, in good condition. But same chapatis when you're making in summer season, open that lid in the morning, you will see all the chapatis have become sticky. That means they are totally spoiled. So it depends upon the season also. In winter season, foodstuffs remain for a longer time. But in summer season, the foodstuffs do not remain for a longer time. So where you have to keep it, you have to keep it into the refrigerator or in the cold ice, and they will remain longer. See, in summer season, what they will do, when there is a summer season, when the foodstuffs are spoiling, but there is one more, we can say the benefit of the summer season, you can dry the food grains. So food grains are being dried in the hot sun. Why? Why food grains are dried in the hot sun? To remove the moisture, to remove the water content from the food grains. And this is how, because of the sun, because of the solar energy, the foodstuffs are being stored, food grains are being stored. Your onions or potatoes, if you want to store it, first they should be kept in the open air in summer season, and then you can store it. Similarly, you should always boil the milk so that to avoid spoiling of the milk, it does not get spoiled immediately when you boil the milk. And curries and vegetables which are there, they are brought to boil. You know, whenever your mother is boiling a milk, the boils will come, then she offs the gas. What will happen if you do it incomplete? It will spoil it. Similarly, curries, dal, you have dal curry or vegetable curry, bring it to boil. When you boil it, you are preventing it from spoiling it. So always boil the curries and vegetables and even milk. See here, you can see these two products. These two products, they easily and quickly get spoiled. Which are the two products? Milk and mango pulp or any other pulp, fruit pulp. They easily get spoiled. This will change the color. Example, this is a mango pulp. So this will change the color. This yellow color will turn into blackish color. That's why you need to keep it into the refrigerator in a cool place, or you can boil the milk. This is how you can preserve the milk and the mango pulp, because they spoil very quickly. Now in the next session, we will study about these ants, these cockroaches, mice, rat and cat, how they should be kept away, why they should be kept away from our food, because they damage. So in the next session, we will study about this. Our food has to be kept away from all these pests, insects, ants, cockroaches and everything.